Welcome guys to another online battle of Medieval 2 Total War. This is a 2 vs 2 siege battle, and so far I have gotten a bunch of positive feedback about Siege Week. Everybody loves the idea. You guys are enjoying it so far, so I'm super pumped. I'm really excited to do some recordings, to make some videos of some awesome siege battles. So let's go ahead and get started with this one. So like I said earlier, this is a 2v2. There goes the first wall. I'm also going to do something different here. Someone comments saying that they would rather me not say who sent in the battle replay, because in most cases, whoever sends in the battle replay, they usually win the battle. So I kind of want it to be a surprise. So I'm not going to tell you who sent in the battle replay until the very end of the battle. Also, I'm going to hide the minimap, so you can't tell who sent it in that way. And I've also muted the speech, so you can't hear the military advisor, because sometimes he'll be like, you know, like if the person who sent in the battle replay, if their general dies, the advisor will be like, "My lord, our general has fallen," and that way you'll know who sent it in. So I'm going to keep it a surprise, and you will have no idea until the very end of this battle. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's check out the players and the armies. So we have Milan, commanded by Bobby Verbeck. And over here, his ally, his attacking ally, we have France, commanded by Tobister HD. So we get to see the very powerful French. And the two defenders, we have the Holy Roman Empire, commanded by Drunk. A very interesting name, very funny name. And we have Scotland, commanded by Ice. So we have Drunk Ice defending this beautiful fortress here. So let's check out the army comps in that same order. So starting with Milan. He has 3 units of Genoese crossbow militia, a very deadly crossbow unit, very excellent at killing units that are defending, especially heavy infantry units. And for his heavy infantry, he has 3 units of dismounted feudal knights, and he has 2 units of armored sergeants. And they're kind of defending this trebuchet. So he has 1 trebuchet, he has a Caracho standard, I think is how it's pronounced, to give his men extra morale. And he has some musketeers, so we get to see some guns on the battlefield. And he has 2 men-at-arms, mounted of course, and he has a general's bodyguard with the general in it. So this army is fairly small compared to the other armies on the field right now. I think he went with more quality over quantity, so we'll see his army in action pretty soon. If we look over here on the French side, it looks like he's already pushing forward some units. I don't know if he's going to start the fight here yet, but he's definitely being aggressive. Now let's look at his army comp. In the front lines, his heavy infantry, he has 4 units of dismounted chivalric knights. Chivalric knights are very good at what they do. They are trained to kill, very noble soldiers. And he has 4 units of Scots Guard. Now this is pretty crazy. These Scots Guard are betraying their people. They're gonna kill their own Scottish brothers. Very expensive unit, and also the fact that he brought 4 of them is pretty crazy. But what's even more crazy is that Tobister HD, he has 4 units of Aventurier. They're a very expensive crossbow unit, so he's bringing 8 units of very expensive skirmishers. So we'll see how that plays out in this battle. He also has 4 units of dismounted feudal knights. So overall, this is a very powerful French army. I like the archer spam, the like skirmisher spam. I like having a lot of skirmishers in siege battles. It makes defenders feel very uncomfortable. Let's see, he also has a culverin, and he has a general's bodyguard early period. So they are at the walls here. And the Holy Roman Empire, it looked like they were going to defend, but they decided not to. And I think that's a big mistake, because with the support of the archer towers, I think they could have won that engagement. They could have killed a lot of French troops there. But let's look at the army comp of the Holy Roman Empire. He has 4 units of dismounted feudal knights. He has, let's see. He's got 4 units of Pavis crossbows, so bringing a good number of skirmishers. 2 units of halberd militia. He has 4 units of dismounted imperial knights. They have the awesome attack damage. They have the AP attack. And he has 4 units of pike militia. And it looks like they have at least silver or gold defense. Now this is a very strong unit. If you use them wisely, they will be able to hold the line for a pretty long time. Now Scotland over here, well actually hold on, the Holy Roman Empire also has a catapult and a general's bodyguard with a general in it, late period. So Scotland, I'm sure Scotland is bringing pikes as well, because that's what they're known for. He has 5 units of noble swordsmen. They're equivalent to chivalric knights. Very awesome. Here's his general in one of the units. He has a mortar, very deadly artillery, especially defending. He has, let's see here, 4 units of dismounted feudal knights. He also, here's his pikemen. He has 2 units of noble pikemen, and he has 2 units of noble Highland archers. So he's not really bringing a lot of archers, but it's enough to get the job done. And I think that's pretty much Scotland. So yes, those are all the armies, the army comps. And at this point, the attackers here just kind of march through the first layer of walls. So I'm just gonna cut the video and restart it once the action starts up, once the fighting gets intense. Alright guys, welcome back to the battle. I wanted to show you this tactic really fast because this is a really cool tactic that not a lot of people use. But you see how the Holy Roman Empire, he has his heavy infantry ready to protect this choke point. Instead of the attackers just charging through and fighting his men that are in the open right here, he put crossbows on the walls to fire at them. And that's a really smart tactic. It's a good way to use your crossbows, to use your archers, your skirmishers effectively, and really weaken the defenders and also make them feel uncomfortable. So look at all the troops he's killed so far. That's a pretty large amount, and that's going to be very, very useful at the end of this battle. So that could be the turning point right there. I hope France continues to use his skirmishers really wisely here, because you know he did bring 8 units of skirmishers. So it's going to be pretty important that he uses them wisely, or uses them wisely. And then the Holy Roman Empire, I think they were going for a charge for those Aventuriers. But the French, they noticed it, and they're gonna quickly send up some feudal knights. And he's gonna get out of there. He's like, nope, nope. Too late for that. And even if he was engaged with these Aventuriers, they're pretty good at melee, so they would kill a lot of those feudal knights. You don't mess with Aventuriers. Do not underestimate them. They will beat you if you underestimate them. So the defenders are just defending the second layer so far, and it looks like Scotland is going to hold his ground over here against Milan. Now I'm going to continue to fast forward or cut through this because there is another long period of just the attackers bombarding the second layer wall. Welcome back to the battle, guys. So far there's just been a very long bombardment phase. The French and Milan here have taken this wall. Scotland had somewhat of a defense, but he gave up and he reset up his defense at these archways. And look at this wall here of pikemen. This is insane. So he's got pikemen mixed in here with some noble actually these are all no, he does have some feudal knights. So he has pikemen mixed in with the feudal knights, a very good combo. But this is really another smart play here by the French, using his crossbows to fire at the defender's defense. So why engage infantry when you can kill your enemy? If he's just gonna stand there, use your archers. So this is another great example how to use archers very effectively in a siege battle. And also, if you're defending, you have to be aware of this. You have to be careful. Don't let your men be out in the open. Have them behind the walls ready to go, because the defenders right now are losing a lot of troops because those bolts from those crossbows will pierce through any armor and they will slaughter your men. So you got to be careful on that. And it looks like the French are pushing over 2 units of Aventuriers down the center. So he's preparing his assault, and they're going to weaken the numbers of the defenders right now. So I'm going to do a little fast forwarding. Fast forward to 6 speed. Let's see what the defenders do here. Okay, they are retreating. That's a smart play there. So they're retreating. We have the Scottish mortar firing. Looks like he's trying to kill the Milanese over here. They're trying to destroy their troops. And we have the Genoese crossbows getting up on this wall. Yeah, they're... Oh, look at this. Scots Guard now getting in position. Oh, yeah. This is just the ultimate volley of death. Scots Guard. Look at them. They're so glorious. Even though they're slaughtering their brothers. Oh, look at how many they've killed so far. Scotland really needs to get out of here. This is just death. Get out of there, Scotland. Save your men. Betrayal on the highest level. Oh, look at this. Cav charge coming in. Nobody expected this. I didn't even expect this. Here they come. What are they going for? Let's see. Looks like they're going for those archers. Those noble Highland archers. And we've got the brave general from the Holy Roman Empire coming in to save those archers. And that was a glorious charge there. That's a smart play with those archers. And he's going to quickly try to get his pike militia in position. And look at this. They break. That's men-at-arms for you. Oh my god. A unit of 25 breaking from one general charge. And look how many he killed. Oh my god. That was a really smart play by the Holy Roman Empire. Really smart play. So the skirmish here continues on. Scots Guard using up all of their ammo. And Scotland is still not moving his troops. He did retreat a couple of his feudal knights, which is smart. But look at his numbers. They're down to 16, down to 50, let's see, 49, 48. So he's losing a lot of troops so far. So again, France really using their archers to their full ability and getting a ton of kills with them. Look at this. This is so vicious. Could you imagine? Like your orders are to like stand here and just defend no matter what. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this, but Scotland has 1 unit of mailed knights. So getting some cav in your army, whether you're attacking or defending, is always a smart idea. So here he goes. He's going to charge into these Aventuriers. And that's pretty good charge there. They're not really going to kill a lot. These Aventuriers are going to hold their ground, that's for sure. Aventurier, if you didn't know, very excellent unit, very excellent crossbow unit. They can fight in melee very well. It's like having an infantry unit that can shoot crossbows. And here comes another glorious charge from Scotland. Not getting a lot of kills, but it is silencing them for a couple volleys, that's for sure. Oh geez. Point blank. It's not even fair. They're wavering. They broke. They can't handle it anymore. That is just too much fire. And we have the Aventurier. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They are undefended. And here comes the Holy Roman Empire. A Holy Roman Emperor, I guess you could say, unless it's just a general. But here he comes. He's charging out. That was a weak charge, but since it is a general's bodyguard, it's going to slaughter a lot of men here. It's going to be pretty close. And plus the support of this tower, I think he'll be able to finish off these two Aventuriers, which is kind of bad for the French because they're very expensive. Very, very expensive. So let's see. They're wavering right now. Yeah, this is not a fight they want to be in. There, look, here's the general. Look at him. So glorious. He's saved a lot of men so far by killing these Aventuriers and also stopping that charge from Milan. Those men at arms. Let's check what's going on over here. Alright, nothing yet. They're going to continue to fire. Oh, and we have the musketeers. Remember that, guys. Oh, look at this. This is a pretty sweet setup because if you put archers up here, they're heavily protected because since this wall has been destroyed, the defenders can't send troops to attack them, so they're pretty safe right here. And are they going to get a volley off? It looks like they're just setting up right now. Finally, the Aventurier break, which is kind of surprising how long they fought for. But this unit is still fighting. Maybe they'll get lucky and kill the general. Nope, never mind. They will not. The French have a lot of reserve over here. They've got their artillery. They've got their general's bodyguard. Let's see, they've got some units over here as well. Some dismounted chivalric knights and some feudal knights. And look at, he's going to clean up these Aventurier. He's not going to let them escape. That's a smart move because you don't want them to return. And what do we have here? Oh my god. A charge. We have some infantry fighting. It's going down, guys. The men-at-arms, they tried to kill some Pavis. They didn't really kill a lot. They just kind of broke. But France versus Scotland. It is a tragic sight to see because they were such great allies. But in Total War, you make your history. That's the fun of Total War. And, oh wow, they broke the chivalric knights. I'm kind of surprised they just sent one unit of chivalric knights. If you're going to throw infantry into the battle, you might as well just engage all of your infantry. In fact, you're better off just not even, sending in those units and just continuing to fire your bows at the enemy. Finally, they're retreating. Yes, they are going to completely retreat here, I think. Look at the death and carnage. This is ridiculous. This is a great example on how archers are extremely effective in siege battles. You can never bring enough archers. Very, very good. France is waiting over here, his second army here, waiting for the command. And it looks like they're getting harassed right now. Oh, jeez. Holy Roman Empire setting up some crossbows up on the walls. And this is a really good position for him. Most of his bolts are going straight into the wall, but they are getting some kills. And if you can kill some feudal knights, that will help out in the defense. Oh, here comes another charge from those chivalric knights. Those depleted chivalric knights. They're not really going to do much here. Yeah, they break instantly. Yeah. Good try, chivalric knights. And he's going to move his Aventurier point blank into the enemy. If I was the defenders, I would just charge. Look at, you can kill all these archers if you just charge your infantry out there. They don't really have solid heavy infantry nearby. Yeah, they've got Milan, but he's out of position right now. So if you charge them right now, this would be really, really effective. And they might be doing that. Let's see. Oh, Scotland. Yes, he is. He is charging. He's got the Aventurier in melee. It's going to be a difficult fight, though. He needs to send more heavy infantry to support them. And then over here, France is pushing through this little flank here. It's only one choke point, though, so this is not the ideal situation for France. But it's got the defenders occupied, that's for sure. He's really pushing everybody in there. So this is not ideal at all. In fact, if you have like more than 3 units fighting at a time in one choke point, that's too much. Because I've said this like 1,000 times, but I'll say it again just in case you knew or something or whatever. Whenever you're fighting through a choke point, you want about 2 or 3 units at a time fighting. Any more than that, if you look at all the units at the back here, it says that they're fighting, but they're really not fighting. They're just kind of standing there, and you're wasting their energy levels. So you want to try to have some units in reserve ready to go, rest them up. Now Milan is in position, so he might be able to push forward here. I mean, if I was Milan, I would push forward because they're kind of out of position. The pikes are finally setting up. Or you can just continue to use your bows. But look at this over here. This is madness. This is absolutely crazy, crazy madness. It looks like the French are just trying to march in. Now they're fighting. This game will never get old, I swear. Very awesome game. So it says victory is certain for the French. So we'll see what happens. I don't think they'll win this one because the Holy Roman Empire is really defending this pretty well. If he could break down this gate, though, that would be really effective. He's moving up his general to give the extra morale. He has his artillery crew moving up, so I guess he's out of ammo with his artillery. Milan is taking their time. But here comes Milan. Yeah, actually, here they come. They're charging in. And they're going to support their allies. They really don't have a lot of infantry. In fact, he's charging in his general, so he has to be careful here because they could die to pikes. So yeah, he's going to retreat them. But Milan through the archways. And he's sending forward his armored sergeants. Holy Roman Empire is going to run out there and meet them. Oh, this is just a mess of a fight. Look at the general here of Milan. Just trying to keep back the Holy Roman Empire. And he's cutting down the Scottish. And the fight over here continues on. The Shipwreck Knights are actually doing a pretty good job. They're slowly cutting through. But oh, the gate is open. What the heck happened here? I think the Holy Roman Empire accidentally sent some units out. This is good for the French here. Yeah, he's going to capture the gate. And he's got some men back here in reserve. They can charge through that gate and flank around. Look at this. Look at this battle. This is so intense. The fighting is all over the place. I like the decision from Milan to kind of attack on this flank because eventually he can come over here and support his ally, which he's doing right now with his men-at-arms. He's kind of flanking behind the Holy Roman Empire, which is causing them to break. And Holy Roman Empire is kind of just running around, trying to set up as quickly as possible. The attackers are pushing through. But will it be enough? Because the defenders, they still have a lot of troops. Now the noble Highland archers are now engaged in melee. But this is truly a medieval siege battle right here. This craziness. Got some troops breaking over here. Pretty soon you're going to see the Scots Guard and the Aventurier charge into melee. In fact, it looks like the Scots Guard are charging into melee right now. But look at this bird's eye view. Look at this fighting right here. Right here. And I'm actually really shocked here by the French actually breaking through those defenses. So many troops are dying right now on the field. Sometimes you just have to sit back and enjoy the fight. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. The French, though, they're cutting through. They just have to get through these pikemen, and they can fight for the town center. Everybody's running low on forces right now. If you look at the balance of power, it's pretty much dead even. So who will win this one? It's going to come down to the wire. He needs to be careful with his general, though. If Milan loses his general, his men will break. It's really, really important to keep your general alive when you're attacking a siege. Look at that. These Scots Guard, too, they're very awesome at fighting at melee. This is just sad, seeing noble Highland archers fight Scots Guard. It's brothers fighting brothers. It's like a civil war. And we have more breaking. Now would be the time to use that catapult. It looks like he's out of ammo with this mortar. That's why it's no longer crewed, or there's no longer a crew for it. And there's a massive break. Look at this, Holy Roman Empire just completely breaking. The good thing about the defenders, though, is that they have the town center and they have infinite morale. So they will fight to the end. But France over here, they're running low on forces. He's got a unit, oh, sorry guys. He's got a unit up here fighting on the walls. And they cause them to, oh, Milan! He loses his general in the most violent way. And this is what I'm talking about. As soon as you lose your general, your men will not want to fight anymore. And a bunch of somewhat healthy units of feudal knights are breaking. That is a shame to see. You got to keep your general alive, guys. Now over here, the Scots Guard are breaking. So this is looking really good for the defenders at this point. Scotland is looking strong as well. They have a lot of troops left, so they might be able to handle the French. The pike position here, the positioning of the pikes, very good by the Holy Roman Empire. We are under attack. The French are being surrounded right now, and they're starting to break. Here comes a glorious charge for some Imperial Knights. And I think the attackers are slowly losing their lead here. If they had an advantage, they're losing it. He has more Scots Guard, but they're looking kind of weak right now. They've got some units breaking. They've got some units that are very tired. I don't think they're going to fight for very long. And France over here is getting pushed out. We have the French general charging in with all of his might. Oh my god. For France! Vive la France! Now, the defenders, or I'm sorry, the attackers, they still have a lot of skirmishers. So they're going to have to take care of them. Oh, by the way, you see how it's flashing yellow right here? Yellow or greenish color. That's from like rotten cow meat from the trebuchet. And that kind of like, I think it lowers the morale and it makes your men not really want to fight anymore because it's so stinky. But Scots Guard trying to hold the line while the Genoese crossbows fire at them. And we have some Scots Guard over here putting down some suppressing fire. So it looks like the French are regrouping. They might be able to get another charge off. The general is still alive, it looks like. Let's see here. Yes, he's still alive. And the balance of power is still even. It is still even because the Holy Roman Empire, he's down to pikes, which, you know, they're okay, but they're not amazing. They can't save you. But he also has a lot of Imperial Knights. So this is going to be pretty challenging for the attackers. I think the defenders right now have the edge. But Scotland has to be careful here because he is near all those deadly bows. And this is a very, very long siege battle. I cut out a lot of the video in this battle, so, and there's still quite a bit of time in this one. So far, this has been a very epic siege battle. Pretty soon they're gonna run out of ammo, though. And Scotland, he's gonna charge forward. He's gonna fight them. See if he can get some of them. Brave feudal knights here, fighting the Genoese. Look at them, just cutting them up. Oh, but they break. It's too much for the Scottish. Holy Roman Empire setting up their lines of defense here. This is the final stand. And let's just take a moment and look at the carnage of this battlefield. The French trying to, you know, fight through the flank here. They made some progress, but overall the defenders stood their ground and pushed them back out. But look at all the fallen troops here. And then over here was just double trouble. Look at all the dead troops. Milan losing a lot of forces. France and Scotland, Holy Roman Empire, just losing a bunch of units. And the defenders are making the same mistake again. This is really shocking, but they're standing in front of these little archways while the attackers just shoot at them, which can be very devastating. You have to be careful with that. Make sure you have your units protected behind walls. Okay, so we do have the French general. He's still alive. He's still kicking. He's very bloodied though, and he's getting harassed by the towers over here. So we're going to fast forward a little bit, guys, because the attackers are taking their time, using up their ammo. And he's regrouping. His Scots Guard have returned to the battle. They're regrouping. He's got some Aventuriers that are regrouping. And we have the Musketeers firing. So look at this. This is the final stand right here. Whoever's still alive, whoever has an able body, run to the front lines and defend it with your life. Also, we have a very healthy noble swordsman unit with the general in it. So he's kind of keeping his general in reserve, which is, I think, is a smart decision. So is he going to charge forward here? Yes, it looks like he's charging forward. So we can play this at normal speed now. Here we go, guys. Who will stand? Oh, wow, they instantly break. That's not good for the attackers. Plus, these Chivalric Knights are very tired. And they break as well. Not looking good so far for the attackers. We have the Scots Guard pushing on the flank. Will the Scots Guard do any better? Let's find out here. Look at this. The general, he's going to run on the flank and attack these Scots Guard. And they're getting surrounded right now and just slaughtered by this general's bodyguard. If they could kill the Holy Roman Emperor, the Holy Roman Empire's general, he's right here. He's in the mix. Here's your opportunity. I don't think they're going to go for it, though. Yeah, he's going to get him out of there, which I think is a smart decision, because if he dies, your men could freak out, you know, retreat, and then get slaughtered on the retreat. So I think it's really smart idea, whether you're attacking or defending, to keep your general alive. My God, look at all the dead soldiers. You can't even see the ground. It's just covered in blood and green, blue, and yellow. And look at this. The French general, he's wanting in. He's trying to break through here. Defeat seems certain for the pike militia. And he's just going to run past the enemies here. Oh, we've got a general fight. Oh, jeez. And they break the French general. It's just too much. Look, he's down to just the general, and he is slain just like that. He's dead on the battlefield with his French troops. A tough sight to see. This is now in favor of the defenders. And I think the defenders have this victory. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward, guys. All that the attackers have are a couple of units of Genoese. And actually, yeah, he just has all Genoese. And he's going to do one last glorious charge. Try to kill as many as he can. But it's not going to be enough. Yes, they're going to break here. Very, very good victory here for the defenders. And I think that's it. Yes, there's some French troops here that are not wanting to surrender, but this one is over. I hope you enjoyed this one. By the way, this battle replay was sent in by the Scottish player. His name is Ice. So thank you, Ice, for the battle replay. It was a very epic battle, especially in this little courtyard here. Just death all over the place. Very, very fun to watch. Ice getting, let's see, 596 kills. His ally getting 385. Tobyster HD getting 1,023 kills with his archers. That's a great example on how deadly archers are. And his ally also doing a pretty good job getting 748 kills. So once again, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next siege battle. Thanks for watching, guys. I truly appreciate it.